Okay, live stream should be live now.
So now we have to wait for the timer to go down.
Yeah, we all hit takeoff to taxi, and we all do it. Then it should advance over to T-minus 4 minutes. And then we'll get dropped in game.
Nice.
Okay guys, this is the Israel 80s Theatre, and we're going to be testing out the new F4s.
Vapor 1-1, ready for departure. Vapor 1-2, ready for departure.
So mostly the new thing is some of the new weapons, and of course some of the
Vapor 1-2,
sounds.
ready for departure.
Alright, leads checking in.
Tower. Taxi in sequence. You are number 2 for departure. Taxi, runway 23 left.
3, once you're within the sound of my voice, hold down your VHF button and talk to us. Alright, so I've just turned down the COM1 and COM2 buttons there. You left click on them and right click on them, and that adjusts or increases or decreases the volume as before. I think we're just waiting on 3 now.
Yep. You know you don't have any wheels.
Yeah, welcome to the wonderful worlds of multiplayer. It's the hover F4.
It's a bug.
Vapor 1-3, ready for departure.
3, this is 1, check in.
3, checking in.
Okay, cool. So when you're talking to flight between me and, for example, if you're flying a major package, the VHF channel that I'm currently transmitting on right now is the one that you'd be talking to your flight. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. If I was the flight leader and I wanted to talk to, say, the tower or to another package, then I'd use the UHF channel. Right, so we're going to advance the throttles. If the brakes aren't applied, we're going to take them off. We're going to start rolling for the runway.
Vapor 1-1, ready for departure.
Flaps 30 is the
Vapor
half flap
1-1,
setting on the
Tower.
Phantom.
You are cleared for takeoff. Runway 23 left.
You'll want to keep it at that for takeoff, and make sure that once you raise the gears,
Vapor
you
1-4,
lift the flaps.
Taxi, runway 23 left.
If you find the volume a little loud, you'll see the COM1 and COM2 panel just below your caution and warning lights. Left click for turning it down, right click for turning it up. Simply adjust to taste.
Yeah, my brakes and stuff, keys are not working properly.
Hold down K for kilo for brakes.
And my rudder's not working properly either.
Okay. Try just pulling the stick left or right as needed, see if that helps. If you can at least get into the air, then we're good. Good news is you won't really be using your rudder too much once we're actually airborne.
Yeah, but if I can't use the nose wheel, it's a little difficult to navigate on the ground.
Press the nose wheel steering button and see if you can alternate. You can start moving now. You'll know it's working because there's a very small red light just to the left of the radar scope, near the canopy.
Yeah, it's working, but when the rudder is not working, I cannot turn the nose wheel.
Okay, stand by.
The default for running left and right is the comma and the period on the keyboard.
There you go. Give that a go just for the moment. Then make a mental note to fix that on the next time up. Will that do for the moment, Phoenix?
Vapor 1-2. Qatar Tower. Taxi clear of the runway.
Alright, 2 ship departures.
Vapor 1-1. Qatar Tower. Expedite departure. Vapor 1-3. Qatar Tower. Taxi clear of the runway.
Okay, so got the brakes on full. Throttle up to 90% RPM.
Yep.
On the count of 3, we'll take the brakes off. Then we'll advance the throttles to full afterburner. And we'll be taking off around about 200 knots. Immediately take the gear up, and then we'll start lifting the flaps very, very gradually. 1, 2, 3. Once you're happy with your final adjustments, take the nose wheel steering off, so you don't career all over the place.
Vapor 1-1. Is there a problem?
And pitching up. And takeoff speed, about 200.
Vapor 1-1.
You're up.
Tower. Resume mode navigation. Vapor 1-2. Qatar Tower. You are cleared for takeoff. Runway 23 left. Vapor 1-2. Qatar Tower. Resume mode navigation.
You okay?
Vapor 1-3. Qatar Tower. You are cleared for takeoff. Runway 23 left.
Three, you okay?
Vapor 1-4. Qatar Tower. You are cleared for takeoff. Runway 23 left.
Pitch
What do you mean? You mean like your actual like pitch adjustments were too strong, or are they just inverted, or what?
Nope, didn't work at all.
Right. You're going to want to go into the setup, check your flight controls, and actually test them and make sure that they do what they're saying. We'll bring along the AI number 4. You can join in progress as soon as you're happy with your setup. I was sure you said your axes were bound.
Yes, it looked like it when I tested them.
Lovely. Lovely. Go ahead and give them another test to make sure they're doing what they're told. Once you're happy that they are, jump into the number 4 slot because you'll be flying already.
Vapor 1-4. Qatar Tower. Resume mode navigation.
So you still with me?
Yeah, I think I'm ahead of you. I'm just checking for the speed too.
Yeah, I'm taking a left turn for steer 2 as well. I see you. I think you've gone ahead of me, which is fine. Don't forget to come out the afterburner.
I see you. It's my 3 o'clock right.
Very well.
Warning, 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 warning.
The AI.
Very well. Leveled off for steer 2 for 4,000 feet. We're going to settle off at Angels 15. Make sure you got your flaps back up.
Flaps My leading edge flaps are an 8 there.
That's fine.
Okie doke.
Yeah, they automatically move depending on what angle you're sitting at for like your angle of attack and stuff.
Gotcha.
Okay, so quick walkthrough through the instrument panel for you, so you know what works and what doesn't. RWR and the center MFD works pretty much as advertised.
Okay.
A fuel gauge is just below your RWR panel. My reading is 14200. Now that sounds like shit tons of fuel, but remember you've got 2 engines to fuel now.
Yep.
Fuel flow is left and right side, followed by engine RPM, followed by engine temperature, followed by nozzle position for afterburners basically.
Gotcha.
Left of that panel you have your primary altimeter, also mirrored in your HUD. Sadly, the barometric pressure cannot be adjusted in this current iteration. Your rate of climb is below that, and then you have a standard issue clock just below that.
Gotcha.
Center pedestal, you have your HUD, your MFD, your ADI, which is basically your compass effectively, and your roll rate. And below that you have an HSI.
Gotcha, yeah.
Well, it says it's applied and everything, but let's see if it actually works.
Give the controls a wee test. Also, give the radio a test as well.
Testing radio.
Great. Okay, so start heading to the north-north-east if you can make a turn. We're going to level off at Angels 15. And 2, I'm currently 11 minutes from Steer 2. How about you?
12 minutes. Got your visual, you're ahead of me.
Okay, cool.
Climbing to catch up.
Very good. Phoenix, how are you getting on?
Think it's working,
Can you roll, pitch, and yaw?
but for some reason I can't pick up speed.
Throw the afterburners on and put the nose down a little. You're in an F4, remember.
Fuck! I was full afterburner, but nothing happened.
What was your speed?
Yeah, I didn't check it, but it wouldn't go up, so...
That plane's exploded as well.
Uh-huh.
Ow, 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 ow. Way too loud. Okay. Phoenix, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, we're going to have to try and get you an F-16, I think. 'Cause, like I said, getting started with this sim isn't the easiest, especially if you're using an F4. I mean, now that you've got your basic controls all configured, though, you'll be able to get some practice in on something like the F-16. You don't even have to use Israel Theatre. You can use the standard issue Korean one as well. So at least you've got the settings ready to go.
Well, for some reason the axes are set for dead zone adjustment, so maybe when I try to actually pull up, it just increased the dead zone.
Perhaps you might want to lower your dead zones. I don't have a Thrustmaster Warhawk, so I honestly can't help you too much because I don't use one. I know a lot of the guys here instead use target software.
Flight control, it says pitch axis dead zone. It's set to the X and Y axis for the stick.
Does it? Yeah, I mean this might be why they're using the target software for keybinds and stuff like that. I don't really know how all that shit works because I don't use it.
I don't use target either. I've got a press master. It's not a warthog, but I don't use target. But definitely some people in the squadron do.
Yeah, there are a few people that use the Thrustmaster HOTAS in UAF, so I'm sure one of them would be quite happy to hand you a loadout or a key file that would work for you. Just pop a wee message up on the forums or up on our Discord channel. I'm sure you'd get the help that you need for that, Phoenix.
All right.
Speaking of which, are you actually signed into the UAF Discord?
Yes.
Excellent. Pop a wee message up there, let them know what kind of trouble you're having, and if anyone who does have a Thrustmaster HOTAS has come across that, I'm sure you'll get a message. You'll get inundated with help and advice, I'm sure.
Tied to you.
Very well. Alright, as I was saying there, left of the ADI, the roll, the ball in the middle there, you have your speed. After it goes past 0.4, it's now in Mach. Before that, it's in hundreds of knots.
Gotcha.
Below that is angle of attack, which doesn't really work in terms of units. It seems to express seems to do a lousy job of expressing angle of degrees, which I don't really like, but that's what we've got. Below that, you've got an accelerometer, which will give you your G-force. The panel above and to the left of that is your radar altimeter, which does not work. That's just why it's flagged off. Left of that, you've got flight instruments, N, Q, and S. That's actually your radar switch. So you remember on the F-16 you've got a radar switch that says normal, quiet, and silent. That's what it's there. Alright, down in between your legs you have the station and weapon select. The master arm does what you expect it to do. Everything else doesn't get touched. If you want to have your radar altimeter on, it's to the left of your master arm switch. You'll see a button that says missile cont. You'll see one that says radar heat select, or heat reject rather. You set that to radar, and that's your radar altimeter once it warms up.
Okay, yeah, seen.
Big red handle is your gear.
Yep.
The stripy handle below that is your parking brake.
Okay, yep.
The yellow dial is your emergency jettison. And to the left of that you have your external lights.
Gotcha, yep.
Above and to the left of that you'll see a green light that says LE. That's your flaps up and flaps down, just in case you haven't got them bound.
Perfect.
Anti-skid works as advertised. That's for your anti-skid gear, which is by default set properly, so you probably don't ever need to touch it. We'll be doing a left check for Steer 2, by the way. In fact, actually, we'll just go skip that and go right for Steer 3.
2.
Moving down the left-hand side there. Stand by, I need my track IR to cooperate. There we go. To the left there, you have your throttle as you'd expect, and most of those buttons don't really do what they say they do because they're having to adjust them to make them work for the F-16. So pay no mind to much of that.
Okay.
As far as you're concerned, the only button that's of interest to you there is just below and to the left of the throttle outboard. You have the air refueler. You'll need that for air refueling.
Oh, yeah.
Most of the other stuff you will probably not touch, but you do have the autopilot. It's marked AFCS, and you can adjust yaw, pitch, and roll, which I think is in reference to things like your altitude, attitude, and all that good stuff. I personally never fly with it. On the right hand side, of interest there, you'll have right at the back outboard, you'll have your lights, basically. So you'll have your instrument panel, rotary dial, console floodlighting. Further back there, you'll have your flash, your lights, basically for formation and so on like that, and a formation rotary. And they'll give you formation lighting, wingtip lighting, all that good stuff.
Yep. That's good. I've lit my panel up now. I can see my instruments better.
Yeah. You'll notice there are one or two glitches where the lights are slightly offset from the text, but it does the job mostly. Okay, we're going to fence in, so right click on the, no sorry, left click on the rotary dial just next to your radar screen, to the right. Left click for air to ground, right click for air to air. The dial doesn't move, but you'll notice that the symbology on your HUDs and your panel do. Go ahead and turn on the AGM-68s. And take one of your three panels and switch that to weapon mode. And change POS to HAS.
Sorry, say change the...
Pick a page on your, you know how you've got 3 pages on this HUD?
Yep.
Pick one that you don't like. And change that to weapon mode.
Okay, yeah, I have weapon mode.
Change POS to HAS.
It's got weapon off.
Ah, yes, sorry. Top left corner you'll have, yeah, power on the weapons. Top left corner you'll have a button that says POS.
Power on the weapon. Power.
Power on the weapons and under the SMS page, sorry.
Okay, gotcha.
Then the weapons panel will give you the buttons you're looking for.
Magic. Okay, yeah. POS mode.
Change POS to HAS mode.
HAS mode.
And you'll see what looks like a crosshair.
I do.
And you'll probably have a few number 6s all dotted around one another at the 12 o'clock position.
They are just coming up to me now. I'm a few miles behind. Well, about maybe 2 miles behind you.
Okay, you are currently, your Shrike sensor, or rather your stand arm sensor, is currently detecting numerous SA6s 12 o'clock.
Yes, it is.
You'll notice, however, they're not showing up on the RWR.
Nope.
You are out of range. Now the one limitation of the HAS mode is that it does not calculate range. I'll say that again so it sinks in. Harma's sensor, HAS mode, does not account for range. So you do not know if you're in range or not just by looking at this table. However, we can do some very clever deduction. We know that as soon as the as an SA6 shows up inside the kill range of our RWR, that we will be in range. So when the SA6 lights us up inside 2 ring, inside the second ring on our RWR there, just above and to the right,
Yep.
we will be in range. And more importantly, the SA6 will have gone active, probably because it's about to try and shoot at us. So the stand arm will have something to shoot at, because they'll be able to detect more than just a search radar.
Indeed. Good.
At that point in time, we open fire, and we can assume that we'll have been fired upon, and immediately do a split S and get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Simple.
Yeah, simple, sure. Now, if we were feeling very clever, we could use POS mode, and we could select steer point number 4, for example. And if we were to do that, oh, pop up, mud 2, left 2 o'clock. This is why I had Harma's sensor mode turned on, because now if this thing does open up, I can turn towards it and shoot. Do you have the SA2 locked up as well?
Not yet, no.
I'm turning right towards it now.
I have an SA3, no SA2s.
Right, I have it on the nose and it's inside. It's inside lethal. If it opens up on me, I'm killing it.
Okay. So my RWR is clear of it.
I am now taking up a heading east. Do you see me?
Yep, I am with you.
Okay. 12 o'clock on my position, you should have an SA2 tracking us. A pair of them.
Negative, I've got SA6, SA5 and 2 SA3s.
TMS down, make sure you're not locking anything up, and you should see them showing up on your Harmon sensor.
Negative. Screenshot.
I'd believe that, it's probably tracking me and not you.
Yeah, I think it's directing all of its radar energy at you.
So I've got the master arm switch turned on now, so let master arm to the left, to the upwards position.
Yep, okay, master arm is on.
I'm still inside Israel territory, which is why it might not be engaging me. Another pop-up SA2 left 10 o'clock.
No dry.
Another SA2 pop-up 12 o'clock. And a fifth one. Holy shit.
They're all going for you, I'm afraid.
George just lucky he guesses. Push CMS down, get your music on.
Music on.
You'll know your music's on because just above in the canopy you'll have a ECM with a red dot. If your ECM is on, you'll see 2 red dots.
Confirm, 2 red dots. One small red dot, that's just lit up.
You have one that's always on, and then you'll have another one just above it to say that your ECM pod is active.
Yeah, the small one.
We're not going to get as far as tier 4 before we start expending ordnance. Missile launch, missile launch.
Copy.
Magnum, SA2, pop up. Split ASing, I'm popping flare.
10 o'clock is hitting me.
Visual launch.
Visual on you. Oh, you got incoming?
Damn it.
Oh,
Warning, warning.
Played far too much of my energy far too quickly. Yeah, I pulled far too much of my energy far too quickly for that one. I take it you can see them now. Sorry, I'm talking on TeamSpeak now because I'm not in game.
yeah, I lost visual on you. When I saw it, you again, it was almost on top of you.
Did you see the missile launch in the air?
Yeah, I saw the missiles going for you, and then they went, and then they launched them at me.
Did you explode?
No, I got out. I got a couple of missiles off on that SA2.
Very good.
think what I'll do is I'll just quit back out and let the AI fly back. But my flare and chaff were not working for some reason.
Hmm. That's with you binding the non-EWS button. That's strange.
Yeah, I was using control comma and control period. It's not working. I'll check actually when I get back out. I don't think I've changed the defaults, that's the thing. Unless I needed to power them and I haven't, but usually when it taxes they set that up for you, don't they?
Yeah, usually you're right.
Okay, I'm going to quit out then and see if we hit anything.
Yeah, go ahead. My BMS is taking forever. It's like I've alt tabbed out and it won't let me back in all of a sudden.
Okay, I'm in. We're back into the debrief.
Yeah.
I hit the Fansongy.
Nice.
Story.
So that's one that's taken out anyway. Yeah, I made the mistake of pulling way too hard on that first split S. Bled all my energy off. It was like a rock after that.
Is your Falcon BMS crashed?
I think it has.
No.
It's been dead weird and dead screwy in the last week or two. It's been kind of annoying, to be honest. It's been very unreliable in general.
Yeah, as soon as they got you, it lit me up with the SA2. But before that, it hadn't shown anything to me. Only the SA3 and the SA5.
Yeah, they were locking me up clearly. Were they not even showing up on the Harmon sensor?
No.
Very weird. You would normally expect to see the search radar at least. I'm gonna rejoin your. Did you pull the server down?
Server's still up.
Okay, just gonna reconnect there and see if I was right. I suspect that I wanted to guess that I was actually engaging enemy SA2s, not like we haven't just gone over Jordanian airspace or something like that.
Well, we haven't been court-martialed or anything.
Nah, I don't think we would, to be honest. Your rape warning. Yeah, they're definitely hostiles. There's a lot of them, likes.
Okay, this is what I could see when you were asking if I can see that SA2. So you can see. Make sure I'm not doing anything wrong.
As I'm starting to send stuff aboard now.
Chalice 1, radar contact, bullseye 345, 25 miles, 22,000.
Hey Matthew, how's it going?
There's a couple of bandits on our route as well.
I do like the music a lot, Nighthawk. It's freaking awesome.
In fact, they are chasing my AI-controlled plane Vapor 2 now.
It's alright, there's F-16s coming up to say hi. You see what I mean now? Like we're starting to see units color-coded brown, so I think those are Palestinians.
That's right, yeah.
They're starting to show up now.
Yeah, because we've got recon on them. Oh look, I'm in a sandwich. I've got an
I see that.
Su-20s in front of me, and 4 unknowns behind me.
That's gonna go well.
Basically right on your tail, Vapor.
Chalice 1, radar contact, bullseye 335, 15 miles, 16,000.
Got F-15s in there at least. Hopefully they'll make things a bit fairer.
Yeah, and those two F-16s as well, as you said. I don't know what you like for time. We could do another quick one, or whatever you want to call it a night.
I'm fine with another round. We'll take the F4s that are the BAI, but we're going to get rid of all the air to ground ordnance because we're not going to make it that far. We're just going to go fighting mode.
Chalice 1, radar contact, bullseye 325, 10 miles, 16,000.
I was going to make us bring big drop tanks, but I think we'll just bring the underbelly one because I don't think we'll need that much fuel.
Yep, okay.
Alright, yeah, Nighthawk, I saw that. That's ridiculous. Alright, we're going to take off and we're going to fly along the steer point lines to contact with the air-to-air picture. As soon as we start picking up contacts, we're going to declare them and kill them basically. We're not going to be going outside of Israel territory though, because those SAMs are lethal.
Okay, let me just check actually my chaff and flare.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, it says it does. Control dot and control comma. Drop flare non-EWSAC.
If you see, if you're dropping flares and you're actually seeing the back of the plane light up, then you're dropping flares, even if you don't hear them.
No, I checked outside. Well, I couldn't see any flares or chaff coming out of it in the external view, that's the thing.
You would see the flares.
We'll give it a test once we're in the air.
Yep.
Otherwise I'll just have to rely on high G.
It's alright, we're going up against bandits this time, so it should be a little bit more fun. Okay, let's get going. We're going to bring the takeoff time a little bit further forward because having it take off in an hour is just a waste of our time.
Yeah. Okay, ready, takeoff taxi?
Hopefully in a moment we will be.
Okay.
Alright, let's give that a shot.
Okay, IVC check.
Got you by IVC.
You too.
Yeah, that is pretty awesome, Nighthawk. Nighthawk's sitting watching, he's saying like, hey, I guess you got to find out about the SAM network firsthand, don't forget about the Becca Valley with 13 SA-6s. Apparently the IF killed them all in 10 minutes. To be fair, the IF employed, several sorties rather than just three guys in F4s.
Voodoo 1-1, ready for departure.
Leads in the pit.
Voodoo 1-1, taxi, runway 23 left.
Take off taxi.
Buzzsaw 2-1, ready for departure. Voodoo 1-1, ready for departure.
Taxi, runway 23 right. Hold short.
Voodoo 1-2, ready for departure.
Voodoo 1-2. Qatar Tower. Taxi in sequence. You are number 2 for departure. Taxi, runway 23 right. Voodoo 13, taxi, runway 23 left.
See the A4's just sitting on the taxiway across from us.
Yep.
Alright, we're going to join the taxiway there. Lead's got the active left.
Okay, I'll take active right.
Voodoo 11, Qatar Tower. You are cleared for takeoff. Runway 23 right. Voodoo 12, Qatar Tower. You are cleared for takeoff. Runway 23 right.
K2 taking active right. Two set.
Okay, throttle brakes on, throttle up. 3, 2, 1, go.
Dragnet
3,
3-1.
2,
ready for
1,
departure.
burners.
Voodoo 11, Qatar Tower. You are cleared for takeoff. Runway 23 left. Voodoo 12, Qatar Tower. You are cleared for takeoff. Runway 23 left.
Pitch.
Vapor 1-2. Inbound for landing.
Voodoo 11, Qatar Tower. Resume on navigation.
Gear.
Good morning. Vapor 1, Qatar approach. 4, runway 23 right.
Right turn, steer 2.
Voodoo 12, Qatar Tower. Resume on navigation. Voodoo 13, Qatar Tower. Cleared for departure.
Flaps. And out the barn. You hear me okay?
Yep, hear you.
Smoke 1-1. Ready for departure.
Voodoo 11, Qatar Tower. Resume on navigation. Voodoo 12, Qatar
Right,
Tower.
flight reference
Resume
steer
on
5.
navigation. Voodoo 13, Qatar Tower. Cleared for departure.
Fence us in air to air. So it's a left click.
Vapor 12, orbit for spacing. 6,000.
Correction, right click.
Vapor 12, orbit for spacing. 6,000. Vapor 12, descend to 5,000. Maintain 250 knots. Turn left heading 150. Runway 23 right.
Okay, one thing I find as an issue is that extra instruments block my view of you. I hide behind my compass.
Go ahead and kick it out a little further if you need to then.
You know, visual.
I'm 5 degrees up, passing Angel 7,000 for 15,000.
Do copy.
And I'm referenced on steer 5 now.
Sentry 1, Voodoo 1-1. Request vector to threat. Voodoo 1, Sentry 1, no targets available. Sentry 1, Voodoo 1-1. Request picture. Voodoo 1-1, Sentry 1, picture clear.
Don't tell me we're late to the party, that'd be annoying.
Well, hopefully they've got some more mix.
I'm sure they'll have more. You with me?
Yep, I have you visual. I am
Vapor 12, descend to 4,000,
Okay.
maintain 300 knots, runway 23 right.
Passing 13,000.
Very good. We're going to change channels.
Buzzsaw 21, Tower Tower. You are cleared for takeoff.
Let's change channels on the
runway 23
F4.
left.
It's a little bit more of I believe. Press F1, then press 1-7 on your numpad, and then enter on your numpad. You'll change channels, but you won't actually be able to verify it. You'll just have to believe.
We switched off of the tower.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to hear myself think, if that's okay.
Yep, tower traffic's gone, so that's worked.
Sentry 1, Voodoo 1-1. Request picture. Voodoo 1-1, Sentry 1, picture clear.
There we go. If you ever want to see a little bit more of the HUD, and you don't mind losing a little bit of your forward visibility, sit really high in your chair, reset track IR, and then just hunker down a little.
Okay. Yeah, it's a very difficult head to see.
Yeah, not just because of its colouring or the contrast, it's just because there's not a lot of area to see. Uh-oh, I think I screwed up there. Cool. If you want to change the colour, notice the reticle depression wheel reading off 000 mils.
Where's that?
Just above and just to the right of your radar.
Oh yeah, it's very pretty.
Adjust the colour if you can find something that would suit your contrast a little better. I find yellow works quite well. Certainly feels right for the period.
Yeah, yeah.
Sentry 1, Voodoo 1-1. Request vector to threat. Voodoo 1, Sentry 1, no targets available.
Those damn F-15s have got all the glory. Well, I'm going to fence in, lead to fence 140.
2 fence 139.
Eagle 1-2. Buddies fight. Sentry 1, Voodoo 1-1. Declare. Voodoo 1-1, Sentry 1. Contact is friendly.
Yeah, I have just tried again. I am not getting any glare on chat.
We'll have to have a look at that.
Setup screen.
We will have to have a look at that, that's not right.
Are you able to drop a flare?
Nope.
Not working for you either.
Tell you what, going external is freaking loud.
Yep. No, nothing coming from you. No flares.
Sentry 1, Voodoo 1-1. Declare. Voodoo 1-1. Sentry 1. Contact is friendly.
I doubt it, but it's definitely worth looking at.
They decided they wouldn't give us any flares for your F4. But yeah.
They just don't want to admit it's awesome.
Sentry 1, Voodoo 1-1. Declare. Voodoo 1-1. Sentry 1. Contact is friendly.
Devil 1-2. Buddy fight.
Alright, jamming contacts on the nose, tier 5. I need to fix the dead zone on my radar elevation knob. Jumps like a freaking maniac right in the middle zone. Red Turbo, welcome to the stream. Flying a little F4 Phantom on the new Israel theatre. We failed miserably at SAM interceptions, so now we're going to try our hands at a bar cap. Got some F-15s up ahead of us that are stealing all of our fun though, so I don't think there's anything going to be showing up with this much presence on the floor. Well, the worst comes to worst, we have a quiet flight. At least we've got a chance to try and land this thing.
Yeah. I've only done one so far. Yeah, I got a jammer at 072045.
Is that far right?
Yeah.
Let's turn and investigate. Nobody else seems to be heading this way. I put that jammer sort of centre on. See if we can achieve burn through. Climbing slightly, I'm at Angels 20, we'll go for 25.
2 copy.
That's just let me know there's a searchlight running. It's saying, hey, you're being painted by search radar. It's not actually as scary as it sounds. Watch. See if I turn it on, there's all the search radars that are currently scanning. So it's flashing to remind me that I don't currently have search radars enabled on the RWR. But there are some that are active. Burn through achieved. Burn through achieved 064026.
Voodoo 1-2. Declare.
Got them.
Voodoo 1-2. Sentry 1. Contact confirmed. Hostile.
Alright, I'm sorted on the left contact, you sort the right.
2 copy.
Leads in the burn. I don't much care what these guys are, they're about to die. Alright, aim 7F selected. Can start flying the intercept. Alright, we're well inside our max, but I don't want to hit with that yet. We're going to fire at 20 miles.
Copy.
I'm sorted the left guy, you sorted the right.
Confirm.
Fox 1,
Fox 1.
maintain the lock. Right, I'm gonna put him on my left notch.
Fox 1.
If these miss, we'll be switching to heaters. Alright, he's at my left notch.
Copy.
Visual. Splash 1.
Team.
You visual on your one?
Yep, still visual.
Looking.
In the splash.
No splash.
3 ahead of me.
Understood. He's at 119008, Angels 25. Is that your contact?
Believe, yeah, splash, I see him.
Copy splash. Good splash. Alright, coming out the barn.
Switching to heaters.
Up to 6 o'clock, I'm faced out to the. I'm faced out, heading 2-1. 210.
Sentry 1. Voodoo 1-1. Request vector to threat. Voodoo 1. Sentry 1. Nearest threat. MiG-21. Singleton. Bearing 315. 1 mile. 12,000.
Jules, we need to start heading west. We've got SA2s and SA3s popping up.
Copy, heading west. Blowing 240.
Very well. I'm heading direct west at this time.
Yep. 227.
Spike 2. Spike 2, my 6 o'clock.
Copy, I had a spike 3, my 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm about the same.
I got no countermeasures.
Turn music on.
Copy, music on.
I'm out the barn, I'm at 30,000 feet and I should be out of the SA2's threat.
Sentry 1. Voodoo 1-1. Request vector to target. Voodoo 1. Sentry 1. No targets available. Panther 1-1. Body spike. Python 1-1. Buddy spike. Gator 1-1. Buddy spike.
You bullseye 240-016.
A farm at 33,000 feet.
Yeah, I only have you as a jammed contact, but I see you on my radar.
My music off. Go ahead and tie on to me for the rejoin.
Copy, trying to get you.
Okay, I'm centered on steer. I'm 20 miles from steer 7. I'm heading direct for it. Spike F14.
Sentry 1. Voodoo 1-1. Request vector to threat. Voodoo 1. Sentry 1, nearest hostile, MiG-21s. 2 ship, bullseye, 075, 10 miles, 10,000.
You getting a Spike F-14 out to the west?
Try F4.
No, I'm getting Spike F-14 out to the west.
Negative.
Sentry 1, Voodoo 1-1, declare.
Okay, friendly
Voodoo,
F-14s 40
1-1,
miles west.
Sentry 1, contact is friendly.
I am turned back into the east for those MiG-21s.
Copy.
Sentry 1, Voodoo 1-1, declare. Voodoo 1-1, Sentry 1, contact is friendly.
Lion 2-2, buddy spike.
Sentry 1, Voodoo 1-1, declare. Voodoo 1, Sentry 1, no targets available.
Don't see what happened to the other two, but obviously they go on or they got hit by something.
Ramrod 1-2, buddy spike.
Apparently.
So I think we got one each.
Sentry 1, Voodoo 1-1, request picture. Voodoo 1-1, Sentry 1, picture is multiple groups. Nearest bandit at bullseye 075, 5 miles, 16,000.
It's a fireball over the bullseye.
1-1, buddy spike.
Copy. I'm getting spiked by the 14s now.
Yeah, they're friendly. I was thinking they were Syrian or Iranian. What, 2 o'clock.
Sentry 1, Voodoo 1-1, declare. Voodoo 1-1, Sentry 1, contact is outlaw.
Alright, to reference contacts 020-014 Angels 19. It's 2 of the northeast. Got plenty of hostile contacts up there. Raiders having a real hard time staying locked.
Sentry 1, Voodoo 1-1, declare. Voodoo 1-1, Sentry 1, contact confirmed hostile. IP is MiG-23.
Bandits, 010-017.
1-2, request picture. Voodoo 1-2, Sentry 1, picture is multiple groups. Nearest bandit at bullseye 095, 15 miles, 12,000. Sentry 1, Voodoo 1-1, declare. Voodoo 1-1, Sentry 1, contact confirmed hostile. IP is 217.
Okay, I'm going to focus on the Su-17.
Go on, I'm
Fox
flying
1,
back towards the
Fox
bullseye.
1.
Splash.
Sentry 1, Voodoo 1-2, declare. Voodoo 1-2, Sentry 1, contact confirmed hostile. IP is fighter. Voodoo 1-2, let me at him. Sentry 1, Voodoo 1-2, declare. Voodoo 1-2, Sentry 1, contact is friendly.
Lion 1-2, buddy spike.
1, Voodoo, 1-2, declare. Voodoo, 1-2, Sentry, 1, contact confirmed, hostile. ID is 217. Engaging, 217, 11 o'clock, blow. Engaging, MiG, Sentry, 1, Voodoo, 1-1, declare. Voodoo, 1-1, Sentry, 1, contact confirmed, hostile. ID is 217. Engaging, 217, 8 o'clock, blow.
Fox 2.
Fox 2. Fox 1.
Fox 1.
Lock.
Engaging, MiG-21, 1 o'clock, blow.
Guns.
Bash.
F-15 pilot almost greased me as well.
Sentry, 1, Voodoo, 1-2, declare. Voodoo, 1-2, Sentry, 1, contact confirmed, hostile. ID is MiG-21. Fox 1.
Fox 1.
Copy, Fox.
Engaging, MiG-21, 11 o'clock, very high.
Lock.
Ramrod, 1-1, buddy spike.
Still going up.
It's a lot going on, man.
Merging.
Lock. Lock.
Eagle, 1-4, buddy spike.
Alright, I'm right over the bullseye, and I've got no hostile activity right now.
Sentry, 1, Voodoo, 1-1, request picture. Voodoo, 1-1, Sentry, 1, picture is multiple groups. Nearest bandit, Fox 2.
Shit.
SA2's fired on me.
Alright, man, get low, defend. Yeah, visual the smoke. That one's gone stupid.
Copy.
Hey, Olaf. Oh no, it's not gone stupid, it's still active. Alright, now it's splashed.
Okay, I'm flying out. To the south.
Yeah, join the club. Reference steer 8, let's get out of here.
Copy. I got another SA2. He's gone.
Yeah, it's pointed at me this time. He's not fired yet, but he's thinking about it. I'm gonna turn around and try and see if I can back you up, because I think I know where you are.
I am 149.
Sentry, 1, Voodoo, 1-1, request vector to threat. Voodoo, 1, Sentry, 1, nearest hostile, MiG-23s. 4-ship, bullseye, 070, 40 miles, 23,000.
Flying south, 58 miles from steer 8. Just over the bullseye.
Yeah, I must be about the same area as you are then.
But I'm Angel 6, I have to lose a lot of altitude.
Try and see if you can get some of it back now, because I'm at Angels 25.
Copy.
Eagle, 1-3, buddy spike.
Right over a large body of water, if that helps.
Yeah, I have it to my right.
Roger that. I'm on its. I'm on the north side of it.
Okay, I think maybe it's slightly behind me then. I think I see you.
See you later, Figmo. Good luck.
Bingo. Bingo.
Yeah, that looks like it found something.
Alright, I'm now bingo, so I need to get home now.
I've got £2,000 left.
1500 for me. I should have set my bingo.
Caution.
Just make direct for steer. Steer 9. Make direct for steer 9.
Maybe me. No, it's stopped again.
Thanks for that, Figmo. I thought for a second the Iranians were getting involved there, Nighthawk. I was about to shit my pants. That's way too loud. Ow.
Okay, I'm Angels 25.
Alright. Don't try and cost yourself too much energy to do it, but try and get altitude so if the worst comes towards you can glide in.
Okay. I think I see you. You are my 5 o'clock. Slightly high. Yeah, you're waggling your wing.
That's me.
What's the appointment reference?
Steer 9.
Copy.
Steer 9's the home base.
62 miles.
I'm 67, so that's fine. Also, Nighthawk, I'm not sure if this is something you can fix or not, but non-EWS mode does not allow me to deploy chaffs and flares, which it should do. Unless you fix that and I can just use CMS up as always. Doesn't work for Jules either. So once again, I'm not sure if that's a bug, a feature, or me just doing it wrong. But it's something to play with in the F4.
Yeah, I landed this just now without the flaps down.
Okay, Nighthawk, so normally CMS up would not work on Roger Bingo. Ordinarily, CMS up would not work on the F4 Phantom. It's the non-EWS mode to manually deploy chaff and flare, but that doesn't work. So I'll have to check to see if CMS up is on there and it's been somehow fixed. Yeah, I'm down to £1,000. According to the fuel calculator, I should land in with £500. I express doubt.
Okay, I will watch you land first.
No, you're ahead of me, and I'm slowing down because I need to watch my fuel. So you just go ahead. I've still got 50 miles to go.
Okay, I'm only 3 miles ahead of you. We swap sides. See you.
Go ahead and kill your music.
Music off.
Yeah, that's you.
How do you see fuel left on home plate in this?
Nighthawk is an amazing trailer. Press Shift and Hotel. And then again, and you'll see the DED shows up at the bottom of your HUD. And just press 5 on the keyboard until you get round to home, fuel at home plate. I apparently have £400 fuel at home.
Okay, I have 755 at home plate.
Yeah, it's barely enough for any of us to have a go around, so it'll just be a case of make your way in, and if we've got 2 runways, we'll use them both.
Okay.
Yeah, Nighthawk, that trailer was awesome. I like the music in the campaign thread though. That's really nice. Don't know where you guys got that from, but it's epic. It's almost as good as the almost as good as the stuff at the Nordic Theatre.
3 in position.
Wait, what?
Yep.
We have a number 3.
Apparently so. He's not been very active in talking, has he?
Not at all. I don't even see him on the roar or nothing.
I think I see him. He's just to your right. Behind you to your right.
He's in my dead 6, I can't see him then.
Yeah, he's gone again. Yours there.
Oh, I didn't frag that, I just took the AI frag. There we go.
Okay, I am 30 miles out.
Yeah, Pure Phoenix spends all his time getting these keybinds set up and then finds out we're flying the F4.
Perhaps I should tell Tower I'm coming in.
Might be a good idea if you're less than 30 miles out. So F1,
Check the tower frequency.
yeah, F1, channel 15. You're good.
Smoke 1-2, inbound for landing.
Good morning. Smoke 1. Qatar approach. Continue inbound. Expect vectors. Runway 23 right. Welcome back.
Voodoo 1-2, declaring an emergency.
Voodoo 1-2. Qatar approach. Copy emergency. You are cleared
That's a
for
weird one,
landing.
Phoenix.
Runway 23 right.
Hopefully
The
someone can
emergency
help you with
equipment
that.
is rolling.
Right, runways visual.
Yep, I have visual.
Okay, go ahead and pull your throttle idle and start descending. You'll gain a lot. You'll gain a few £100 doing that as well.
Copy.
Especially F4. It's a big lead sled. Good call, Phoenix. That's a good profile. He's modified an existing one. It works really well for a lot of people. I believe it's a target-based profile, so I don't know enough about that to tell you if that's effective or not. But it doesn't get a lot of complaints. I'll tell you that. Yeah, that's a good start.
Yeah, it's gone up to 900 now.
See what I mean?
It's almost comfortable.
Just check your speed as you're landing, but you'll be fine. So I think I can be throttle idle and about 7 degrees nose down, and I can lose speed, and sorry, I can lose altitude, but not gain or lose any speed. And just like that, I've gone from 400 to £500 fuel at home, and I'm still at 25,000 feet.
Now about 8 degrees nose down and holding 313 speed.
Smoke 1-2. Descend to 5,000. Maintain 250 knots. Turn right heading 305. Runway 23 right.
Don't follow any ATC instructions. You declared emergency. You're cleared all the way in.
Smoke 13, orbit for spacing 7000. Smoke 13, orbit for spacing 7000. Smoke 13, maintain 300 knots. Smoke 14, orbit for spacing 8000. Smoke 14, maintain 300 knots.
Voodoo 1-1, inbound for landing.
Good morning, Voodoo 1. Qatar approach. Runway 23 right, welcome back.
Voodoo 1-3, inbound for landing.
Smoke 13, turn right heading 315. Runway 23 right.
You'll be able to do a full flaps landing, and that will give you maximum air as well. Once you're able to pull your gear out, you're able to put your flaps out.
Altitude.
Yeah, I
Altitude.
think I'm too high, so I'll have to come round do an overhead pass, correct?
You probably do, yes. Just keep the turn gentle. You don't pull as hard as you would on the F-16. You'll drop like a rock if you're not careful, and you don't have the afterburner to really get away with. I'm 10 miles out on a long final and try to decelerate still, so you got time to pull around.
Good morning, Voodoo 1-2. Qatar Tower, cleared for landing. Runway 23 right, check gear down.
This thing does have speed brakes if you need them.
Copy.
Voodoo 1-2, go around. Vector 005, contact tower.
Declare another emergency and just go around.
Voodoo 1-2, declaring an emergency.
Voodoo 1-2, Qatar approach. You are cleared for immediate landing. Runway 23 right, good luck, sir. Smoke 1-2, descend to 4000, maintain 300 knots. Runway 23 right. Good morning, Voodoo 1-2. Qatar Tower, cleared for landing. Runway 23 right, check gear down.
I'm going to make for the left-hand runway.
Voodoo 1-2, go around. Vector 010, contact approach for resequencing. Smoke 1-2, descend to 3000, maintain 230 knots. Turn left heading 230.
Buzzsaw 2-1, inbound for landing.
Good morning, Buzzsaw 2. Qatar approach. Runway 23 right.
Voodoo 1-1, declaring an emergency.
Voodoo 1-1. Qatar approach. You are cleared for immediate landing. Runway 23 right. The emergency equipment is rolling. Good morning, Voodoo 1-1. Qatar Tower, cleared for landing. Runway 23 right. Check gear down.
Short final 2.1.
Voodoo 1-3. Orbit for spacing 7000.
You still going for the left?
Yep.
Voodoo 1-3. Maintain 300 knots.
My left, I'll be on the opposite side to you.
Smoke
23
1-3,
left.
descend to 4000, maintain 250 knots. Runway 23 right.
I'll go to 03 left.
Voodoo
Yes,
1-3,
please do.
descend to 5000, turn right heading 175. Runway 23 right. Voodoo 1-1, abort landing. Vector 355, contact tower. Voodoo 1-1, Qatar Tower. Next time, wait your turn.
Oh, shut up.
Smoke 1-3, descend to 3000, maintain 230 knots. Turn left heading 230. Buzzsaw 2-1, orbit for spacing 5000. Buzzsaw 2-1, maintain 300 knots. Smoke 1-2, turn left to final approach course 230. Check speed.
And clearly active.
Buzzsaw 2-2, orbit for spacing 6000. Buzzsaw 2-2, maintain 300 knots. Smoke 1-4, descend to 5000, maintain 250 knots. Turn left heading 290, runway 23 right. Buzzsaw 2-3, orbit for spacing 7000. Buzzsaw 2-3, maintain 300 knots.
Voodoo 1-2, declaring an emergency.
Voodoo 1-2. Qatar approach. Copy emergency. You are cleared for landing. Runway 23 right. The emergency equipment is rolling. Buzzsaw 2-1. Descend to 5000. Turn left heading 150. Runway 23 right.
Got you visual.
Smoke 1-4, descend to 4,000, maintain
You'll have to check your gear because I
300
can't see it.
Yeah, it's down.
Smoke 1-2
Okay.
on final.
Smoke 1-3, turn
Drop,
left
just
to
land it
final
like a
approach
typical
course
F-16 pattern.
230, slow to approach speed. Buzzsaw 2-2, descend to 5,000, maintain 250 knots, turn right heading 155, runway 23 right.
I'm going to switch to the other runway.
Good morning, Voodoo
Okay.
1-2, Qatar Tower, cleared for landing, runway 23 right, check gear down. Smoke 1-4, descend to 3,000, maintain 230 knots, turn left
Red survey,
heading
that's how an F4 should be.
235.
Alright. Maximum brakes as soon as you're down. This is a shorter
Good morning.
airfield.
Smoke 1-2, Qatar Tower, cleared for landing, runway 23 right, check gear down. Voodoo 1-3, descend to 4,000,
Clear active when able.
250 knots, runway 23 right. Buzzsaw 2-3, descend to 5,000, turn right heading 165, runway 23 right.
Smoke 1-3, gear down.
600 pounds left.
Voodoo 1-3, descend to
300.
3,000, maintain 230 knots, turn right heading
Alright,
220.
I'm going to put the chocks on and shut the bird down.
Copy.
See you on the other side. Nice one, Red Turbo.
Guy landing alongside me is using his drag chute.
Yeah, you can use your drag chute as well. Shift D for Delta. I just didn't have time to tell you that while you were trying to land. I figured the worst thing I could do is make you look down at your keyboard while you're rolling along the taxiway. So I'm going to just tell you to stomp on the brake, that'll do. But once I get out the aircraft, that'll be me about done for the evening. Hope you all who were watching enjoyed it. It's been a while since I've had 10 double figures for viewers live, so that's awesome. Hope you enjoy it. The theatre itself is exactly the same as ITO in terms of looks and feel, but the aircraft look gorgeous. The tactics, as you can see, are a lot more intense, a lot more dogfighting. Dogfighting in F4 is a fucking stupid idea, but it's fun. I need to learn how to fly with energy again because I pulled an S-turn on my first SA2 aviation and bled all my energy in the first 90 degrees of my turn. Did I get anything?
Yeah, you got one hit and two kills.
Okay.
You've got 2 AA kills to your name, but it says you hit one Su-17 destroyed with a Python.
Okay.
One Python missed, and then you had, oh I see, now you got an AIM-7F hit as well.
Yeah, I thought so.
And you also bagged a MiG-21.
Nice.
I guess the splashes for someone else hit my target.
Very possibly we were both hitting the same things.
There were so many of them.
It's pretty chaotic actually, wasn't it?
It was.
Welcome to the 80s, man. Anyway, Jules, I'm going to take off for the moment. I'll leave you to it.
Yep.
But thanks for running the server. That was awesome.
Oh, that's good fun. Thanks.
And Phoenix, better luck next time.
Yep. Still trying to figure it out.
The good news is once you've got a system that works, you'll be happy as Larry. Other people have your stick. You'll get there, man.
Okay, night guys.
See you later, Jules.
Disconnected from your channel.
I'm out here as well, Phoenix. Thanks for tabbing along. Sorry if it wasn't the most fun flight